welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on a Japanese player yet again. I'm very happy that we have such a wide player base that there's always someone to choose from in terms of who you're going to come up against. I'm glad that this is an active game, at least is what I'm saying. A game that we can play. There are a lot of games that are going on, or a lot of mobile games that just don't have this big of a player base. So it's a good thing that you can just like load up a game of Ether Raids and there's always an opponent ready for you to play against, or let's say Summoner Duels or whatever it is. There's always someone for you to play against, and that's a good thing for the game. Now, that aside, the Legendary banner has been revealed. The trailer, the banner, what units are going to be there. I'm really interested in Colorless. I'm trying to get, again, Occultist Strike. I think it's the best B skill for ranged nukes, aside from, well, I mean, you can probably swap out Null Follow-Up into the C skill, or even the S skill, S slot, my apologies. So yeah, Occultist Strike is definitely where it's at for ranged units. For range mages. And as it relates to the Mythic, I've never been a fan of Milcorn. I don't know why, there's just something about his art style that I don't like. Byleth, male Byleth is good. Corrin is, I'm not a fan. I don't know, it's just something about him that I am, just doesn't intrigue me. Yeah, but that aside, he looks like a unit that came out a little bit too late. I feel like he should have came out before Legendary Ike, before Emblem Ike. So that would have been like December or something. Yeah, around there would have been a better time to release that unit, because a lot of his skills and effects are dated in terms of what they do. Sometimes I feel like they hold on to creative, what do I want to say here? I feel like sometimes they hold on to effects. Sometimes they hold on to unit designs too long, and then by the time the unit is supposed to be released, it's already been power crept. And this Corrin here, this Legendary Corrin male, is another example of that. Kind of like with Mythic Lumera, she just wasn't that great aside from the Divine Terrain effect. Yeah, so I'm looking at like the skills. The only skill that really stood out to me was the fact that he kind of stole Dragon Wall. He stole, or it stole some of Gatekeeper's effects, but not like the good parts. But I mean, looking at him, you can probably stick him on defense if you're having trouble with Gale Force, if you're getting Gale Forced a ton. Looking at it, it might be like a counter to that somehow. I don't, well, really because of the anti-warping, but comparison to Myr, and also he's not blessable. I'd rather run Myr or Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is still a Chad there. I think this is the first thing I said when I saw the banner. Gatekeeper is never getting an ult because he just does so much for a unit that is, at this point, well, since he came out, he's been irrelevant as a combat unit, but his support is fantastic. I don't know what they're gonna do, like, because a lot of his effects, pretty much all of his good effects are in his B skill. You'd either have to upgrade his B skill or move it to somewhere else, and I don't see them moving it to anywhere else because B skills are so premium. What are you going to upgrade that B skill to? What are you going to put, like, Occultist Strike, Pass, Anti-Pass? I don't know. He needs extra damage, and that's what they should have given him in his Refine, but they skipped out on that, or at least a guaranteed follow-up. They just gave him more defensive bulk, but that's not what he needed, which is weird because a lot of the fairies got better refines, or more offensive refines than what Gatekeeper got. And that's kind of weird because we want the fairies to actually just dance and not, you know, the fairies should have gotten defensive refines. Like, it should have been the opposite way around is what I'm saying. But yeah, he's never getting an ult. I don't see it happening. I think I said the game isn't ready for a gatekeeper ult. So yeah. Yeah, Ike is always surprised by Leon doing a ton of damage because he just doesn't expect it. But yeah, Leon is not killing here. This is not the right build. And we're gonna get the one shot. And then let's see what Lumera can do here. Ooh, getting outsped by Shamir. Dual Shamir is just such a good unit, man. She's so fast. But I think we pierce her DR here. And this should be enough to figure out, maybe. Yep, that is all she wrote. If it wasn't enough, then we would have been in trouble, but I don't think Lumera will get that outside of bonus season, I don't think. Alright, what do we do now? Sanaki's in the back, which is bad. I didn't want to bait Sanaki because I don't think my Ike would have won because I have no way of neutralizing penalties. So I have no idea what to do here. Figuring we're gonna have to use Lumera. Hopefully Lumera can survive somehow. If I get her by herself, maybe she has enough health, bulk to live with the terrain effects, maybe. Let's take out Ivy because she's blue. -8 from the... We'll have to break the Bright Shrine. Yeah, I could also just move out of the way, maybe? I have enough spaces? I don't think I actually... No, I can't move. Ivy's a flyer. I'd have to take out Ivy, and there just isn't enough spaces to maneuver around this, so we're gonna have to take out Ivy like this, and then, yeah, we're gonna have to hope Lumera can actually do something, because, yeah, Sanaki's in the back, and she's looking pretty murderous right now in the back there. Let's see what happens. And I can't put anyone beside her because it's just going to be more damage. The Occultist Strike as well, hopefully that doesn't play too much of a part. But this is probably the best that we can do. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pretty much gamble on Lumera here. Hopefully she does enough to survive, and
what can I do?
That's pretty much all I can do here. Yep. Okay, here we go. 39 times 2, that's 70... Yeah, she's dead. There's no way she's living this. Okay, that's too much damage. Man, if you don't have unpierceable DR, it really... Damn. Lagoon's Fern 4, man. That's just pretty much where it's at these days. Without the unpierceable DR, everything just dies. I think that's what that Lumera needed just then. To come out on top, but... Here we go. Taking out Golvig. Man, that is quite unfortunate. Cannot trust this Lumera for anything, man. She is... It's not even her fault, it's just that everyone's just trying to kill Ike, and I think Joel said it as well. If the strongest unit in the game is a red God Sword, then every other God Sword is probably gonna die as a result of that. But GG's. Let's play one more. Alright, I got in that last one. We're gonna try again here against another Japanese player. We're gonna go with the Ike team once more.
Feel what I feel.
Let's see what we can do against... I kind of want to throw Lumera against this Leon. I want to see what that matchup is like. I know the wind sweep is possible, but... I mean, if she can out-res him, I mean, especially since it's her bonus season, if she can out-res him, then I think she should be able to at least counterattack. So I want to see what that matchup is like, actually. And this seems like the best option, or the best one to go against, so yeah, why not? I have ladders. It's still pretty early in the week. I think we have enough time to get through this. The only concern is that that trap right there is the bolt trap is 100% real. I've seen this layout so many times that, yep,
What can I do?
no doubting it. It was definitely 100% real. Alright, so we're gonna have to send Ike up there then. And also he's locked, so he wouldn't have attacked this turn, so it's fine either way. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's okay, I can still nudge her out of the way. It's fine.
I have no doubt.
And I don't think we'll need... Yeah, I don't think we'll need Veil to do anything anyway, so yeah.
Fine.
I've got this.
Here.
Speak.
I was looking at the banner reactions, and most people seem very underwhelmed as well, as did I, with the Corrin, Legendary Corrin. I think he'll have decent combat. He looks like a upgraded version of Legendary Elir. Maybe he won't compete with this in terms of speed, but I think he'll have the res needed to avoid getting windswept by Dual Leon. I think that much at least. But his water terrain effect seems counterintuitive because you have to attack into him, or he has to attack. He just ultimately doesn't get the water terrain effect on the first turn or on the first combat, which is not good. It does give the DR halving effect, but you really want that on the first combat. I mean, even thinking about using him for something like Guild Force, well, you can't use dragons for Guild Force anyway, so it wouldn't even make any sense. He's an Omni tank, and typically legendary Omni tanks don't age well. I think the only one that did age well was legendary Marth, because of just how many stats he got from his refine and his weapon. He got like a bajillion stats, so he did age fairly well. And I think, like, I don't know if anyone gave him Lagoose Friend 4, but he does. I think he does a little bit better with that. And then legendary Corrin, but that's really down to her perf special, and the fact that you can give her Lagoose Friend 4, which isn't something that's going to be given out to every God Sword or infantry melee Omni tank. All of them aren't going to get perf specials or perfs, you know, it's not always going to be like that. But those two did age pretty well, all things considering. And I think Corrin probably aged the best, and I say that because the expectations for her weren't that high, and I think also because she was a dragon, or she is a dragon, they had a lot more to work with in terms of being creative with her weapon design and her weapon effects and stuff, because dragons don't have the most skill options in the game. So yeah, I think that really worked out in her favor. But yeah, all that's left here is to take out Gatekeeper and Angry Baby. We couldn't put Lumera in there because Gatekeeper was stopping her from warping in, so we'll have to figure out how to get that Leon matchup in another offense match. So yeah, I'll do that some other time, but now I just gotta get the pots and take out follow Maria here since she has the most range. Gotta take out the Bolt Tower as well.
Let's rumble.
And GG's, we're pretty much done at this point.
I have no doubt.
I think it should be SDR next week if I'm not mistaken. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Why not? A goddess
but yeah.
Close your eyes.
I don't know. I'm kind of out of things to talk about. Is there anything else that I missed? Defense is going okay, I guess. Nothing too interesting there. I really wanted more tools to play, more toys to play with. What we got from the legendary banner isn't something that excites me, so not a lot of things that I'll be changing. I guess we'll have to wait for the summer banners to get anything exciting. And I guess I can probably just use this as an opportunity to spend orbs elsewhere. not that I really want to spend orbs at this point, really. I kind of just want to... I'm up to 3 bubbles on the Fallen Heroes banner, so I'm definitely going to get a Nurgle. And I think this might be the last one that I pick up. I gave one to my Ascended Celica, but she just takes way too much damage, and she's kind of getting outsped lately, which is surprising. So, might not have been the best investment, primarily because she needs no follow-up in order to perform effectively, and Lugu... Maybe I could give her... She doesn't have the defensive bulk to run Lugu's Friend 4, so I don't see the point in doing that. But if I were, that's probably something I would do. But she needs to also be able to heal, so I couldn't run Flare. So it's the whole thing. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's it for this match. GG's. See you in the next one.